What's going on, guys? I am Mike Hayes, and on this channel I document my journey in this crazy world of real estate. Right now I am mostly focusing on wholesaling real estate. I know what I said last video, guys. I was supposed to post yesterday, but I gotta be honest, since we did the last closing video, it's been kind of boring. I've mostly been sitting around and doing a bunch of follow-up calls, and that has not been the most exciting. I got hung up on in Spanish. I mean, I guess that was pretty cool. I got hung up on in a couple different languages. Let me go inside. We've been sitting in this car. I was driving my truck the other day. The brakes, I just started leaking brake fluid. I had no idea what was going on, so the brakes went out. So my truck is now in the shop, but I hired a hot chauffeur. Is there like a feminine version of it? It was his chauffeur. Anyway, I've been riding with her. And yeah, I need to get my truck back out the shop. What we got going on today?
Same old.
Yeah.
My deal that closed Monday is still a little delayed. I got one more thing for my buyer to do that. He's going to do that today. Again, I've been on some follow-up too.
A lot of
unsuccessful. Yeah, nobody answers the phone, or it's a bunch of old numbers, old emails. So I got to go through, kind of scratch all that and just, find a way to do some fresh organic leads.
Yeah, I've actually been having the opposite success. So as I've been doing my follow-ups, I take accountability. I'm going back on a lot of stuff that I know I should have followed up on before, especially when I had like a call team and I was sending out texts and all that. I just went back through my system and saw so much potential. So let me go and show you real quick. Let's go over here. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go through this real quick. I use a system called Podio just to keep track of all of my incoming leads. I was going through this yesterday. A lot of these people I've talked to before, but a lot of them, they just needed some follow-up. And my follow-up game, while I thought it was pretty good, as I was going back through this, I was like, I need to go back and just start calling some of these people. So I did that. I started calling people, but I tell y'all, like the one that kind of stung a little bit. I called a lady a couple days ago, and at the time, it was like some tax sale stuff she was going through and all that. I called her just to ask, was she still interested in selling the house and everything? And she said, you know what, I'm gonna talk to my husband, possibly could be, still interested in wanting to sell. I followed up with her the next day, and as soon as I said, hello, my name is click, she hung up, and it hurt my feelings a little bit, because it's like, man, I thought we had something going. I thought we had a connection. People don't talk about that. Well, no, people do talk about that. Getting hung up on when you're doing calls and stuff, it happens a lot. And then I had another one that happened in Spanish. Now, if you didn't know, I used to really be into learning languages, specifically Spanish. I had gotten to a point where I was pretty good at it. I could hold a conversation. I worked in the school system. Whenever there was like a Spanish speaking need, I was usually the one that they would come to. I could hold my own when it came to speaking Spanish. Over the years though, I have lost a lot of it, and I've been trying to get back into it because I know it's something that would help push my career, especially here in Memphis where we have a lot of, Spanish speaking people. I think I've got that call recorded. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. We'll let you guys see how it went. All right, so I found the recording in my system. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. This is super cringy for me, but again, just holding myself accountable on video, showing that I'm taking action and just trying to get to that next activity no matter what the barrier is, even if it's language. So let's see how this one goes.
No. Hola, señor. Discúlpeme, pero ¿hablas inglés? No. Ok, este es Michael del sitio citykeys.com. La llamada es porque alguien entró información sobre una casa 1400 The Pass Road, Memphis, Tennessee. Es una casa que tú eres tratando de vender.
No, esa es mi casa. Es que yo dice que pusiera la dirección y puse la mía. Puse mi dirección. Donde yo vivo.
La información, alguien entró la información en mi sitio.
So some of the words I didn't quite understand.
Entonces, no sé.
Sí.
Lo siento, sí, no hablo español muy bien. Sí,
No,
pero es una casa.
Quería checar cuánto cuestan las casas así. Una
Okay,
por la Kingsbury y una ya se mira abandonada.
Lo siento, no entiendo muy bien.
Sí, pero no, digo, me equivoqué porque puse la dirección de mi casa.
Lo siento, no entiendo.
So that's where she hung up on me. Immediately the next day, I went ahead and started booking some Spanish lessons. I know I got to get back into it. Yeah, I'm going to give myself another goal, kind of like how you guys saw with the with me closing out my next wholesale deal. I'm going to give myself another goal to really get a really good level of Spanish, so that conversations like that one won't be nearly as hard. But at the same time, I did have another conversation yesterday, and that one was a lot easier for me. After speaking it one day, going into the next day, it's like, okay, maybe I just need to get out the rust of that last conversation. And again, where I'm still not fluent, but it did go a lot better. I was able to understand, and I was able to get my message across effectively. All right, guys, so I was just about to sit down and start making some calls, but then Alicia got a really good lead from one of her agent friends, but it's one that I need to try to jump on and act on quick. So I'm headed out to the house now to see if it's one that I can work with and try to make some money on.